I think that's unfortunate. This kind of description is purely unfortunate. You can look for dirt in a gutter and find nothing but dirt. But you can also see the fact that in a temple, the doors are open to everyone. A saint as well as a sinner equally. And he's not the person, he says, love all, serve all. That doesn't mean he condones. I don't know on what basis he claims he condoned them. He doesn't condone any kind of sin or illegality at all.
No,
I think the fact remains that he's saying that you need to transform yourself, and these are my teachings. You want to come and you want to learn my teachings and follow my life, then my life is my message. Learn from it. Now, just because there are some politicians sitting out there in front today, they don't describe his flock. I mean, they were the lakhs of people that your cameras couldn't catch, waiting outside in the sweltering heat to catch a last glimpse of that soul. That's what it is. I think they're completely missing the wood for the trees to argue like this. I mean, I'm sorry to say, this is a pathetic argument. I've heard this in the morning and it makes no sense to me at all. I don't think it makes any sense to your viewers either. I'm sorry to say.
I mean, I think, it's faith and fight. I mean, you're free
to do that. There's nothing to do with faith. It's pure logic. It's pure logic. To suggest that Sathya Sai Baba, you remember it this way, that's fine. I mean, I really see that as unfortunate you remember
may I speak?
Yeah, sure.
I think I listen to you. Now, to me, the whole issue is, I mean, if there have been complaints by people about something happening inside the ashram, inside the premises, and the complaint in the normal course has to be taken up and investigated, at least in the beginning, by the station house officer. Now, I'm not under any illusion that in this country a station house officer will investigate a complaint against a person who who's visited and who's adored by the Chief Minister of the state, the former Chief Minister of the state.
Yeah,
Chandrababu Naidu and Kiran Kumar Reddy are regular, very important visitors to the ashram, and does the station house officer actually take action there? And that's I think, an issue.
You're essentially saying that whether he was a conman would never be known because the cases were never investigated.
No, I'm sorry.
Against.
I don't think he's saying that at all. I think he's talking completely, off on a tangent, because the cases of allegations that led to police investigations and so on refer to murders that happened murders that happened in the campus, and allegations made of child abuse never made it to the police in any case. The fact remains that all these things are not Baba's fault. Those in the government and the systems who are supposed to do this, if they didn't do their jobs properly, nothing stopped them after the India Today magazine published in great detail with affidavits on all the allegations and scams for even a Supreme Court just to take so much cognizance of this and start an investigation. We find that all over the place today in the country. Let's be fair to the man. There may be allegations, nobody says no. There may be imperfections in it, nobody says no. He said he'll be alive till 96, he's not. But that should not detract from the larger, greater good that he has done. And you need to acknowledge that. I'm sorry to see that Mr. Anand Krishna has a mean mind where he wants to remember only the politicians he sees in front of them who have been accused of all sorts of things and forget about all the other work that he has done.
Look, in the name of faith, if you can decide not to see a certain thing, and then somebody else looks at it and you call it mean mind, I think, it doesn't take us on an argument or a debate. It's just making value statements.
I agree with you. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Well, that's the thing about the man. There are those who believe, and there were lakhs of them at Puttaparthi all through the day today, hoping to catch a final glance. And then there are those who stand back and say, what is this all about? Is this really a conman or a godman? But to each his own. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of faith, there's a lot of devotion, and that's what a lot of people will remember. And then there are those who won't remember those aspects. Vidya Shankar and Krishna Anand for joining us on the show this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.